Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play while you can. They shut down Google Play. And YouTube, 1212 and place to be with Sir 7000. How you doing, bro?
What's good, man?
Why do you call you Sir 7000?
Well, shit, my real name is Sir. My dad wanted to name me Sir. My mom wanted to name me Jarvis, and they just put that bitch together. And 7, that's my spirit number. Always been my favorite number until I found out that was my spirit number. So I don't know, man. Just put the triple zeros behind it, and it's Sir 7000, man. Before that, it was Sir J. You know what I'm saying? But I realized there was a lot of other artists like overseas that had that name as well and stuff. So, ain't nobody had that, man. So it's just me just reinventing myself again,
All right. Then what's your hometown?
West Palm Beach, Florida.
So how you went from you say you in Cali now or in California?
Yeah,
you went coast to coast on this, huh?
Oh nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going back to Florida in a couple of weeks, to check on my granny and everything. But I moved to California about like 5 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying? My whole ordeal was, first I took a visit to Cali while I was still in Florida, and I just loved the vibe, and it was this energy of just go-getters and shit. You know what I'm saying? People just really traveling, finding their dream or just pursuing it. Back in Florida, it ain't really like that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of great, artists and stuff, but it's interesting, man. It's a lot of just different politicking and stuff, and Palm Beach is just crazy. Palm Beach is it's a survival of the fittest type of state, and California is too. You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty much like one of the closest comparisons as far as, with the palm trees and the beaches and everything. But I don't know, man. I went ahead and just took that leap, and it landed me in. It was crazy. At first, it landed me in Santa Ana because I was producing for this Indian dude. It was this Indian artist, and you know what I mean. He liked my shit and everything, and he wanted me to teach him how to rap and stuff. And you feel me? Like, I was teaching him how to rap, but he was like, "Nah, I want to talk about bullshit and everything." And he wasn't being his true self, man. So, you know what I mean? I just made moves, got out of there, went into LA, and I was just grinding ever since, man. And like I said, it's just been a long, beautiful struggle. It's been a journey, though. It's been a journey. So now I'm out here in Hanford, got a family and everything. And my wife, she's an artist as well. So, we met at LA at a show and everything. So I don't know, man. It's been a journey. It's been a journey.
So why rap?
Why rap? Man, well, sure. I've been doing music since I was 5, like playing the piano. I went to school for classical piano, did some stuff with jazz. And my dad, you know what I'm saying, when I was little, my dad always introduced me to just hip hop, like 2 Live Crew, Trick Daddy back then and everything. Like, it was just all, yeah, JT Money. Hell yeah. So it was always music in the household. My mom, she was trying to shy me away from hip hop and shit. So I felt like with that, it made me even yearn and even more. And MC Hammer. MC Hammer was one of my favorites when I was little too. But my dad, he played for the Harlem Globetrotters and he was DJing. So he always had the cuts and shit. And I loved it, you know what I'm saying? And then when I started, learning like classical music, I just started like making shit on my own, was just on the keys. So I was making beats at first, and then when I came around like 14 years old, that's when I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and write. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty much the birth of it. My favorite artists growing up was Ludacris and Ghostface Killer. So You know what I'm saying? That's a range in itself. You know what I mean?
What you like about Ghostface?
Ghostface, I felt like I just felt his lyrics more the fact. I don't know. He just sounds so emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it sounds like he about to cry on the track and everything, but I fucks with it. Like you just feel his soul and his heart on it.
Made me cry on the track. I cried on that one song that time that song he got that song with Mary J. Blige, Lord, I'm so
All I Got Is You.
Yeah, I was crying when I first heard that shit. Like, God damn.
I ain't cry, but I remember I had that bitch on repeat, man. I remember I would go to sleep to that song. That shit just be going back over and over. But I fuss with Ghostface. I fuss with Wu-Tang all together, but like as far as album goes and shit, like I heard of all Ghostface projects.
Then how would you describe your sound?
My sound is just like you know what I mean, like my collective, which is what I stand by, is BAPS University, and BAPS stands for Bangin Ass Proper Shit. So with that, I just feel like, you know, it's all about the frequencies, and like I'm from the South, I'm from Florida, you know what I'm saying? I love 808s and all this stuff, but at the same time, like I want to speak something that's, you know what I mean, that needs to be heard or whatnot, like just on some true shit, like a lot of I look at the Outcasts, you know what I'm saying? So like just something that's not just a regular that you hear on mainstream type shit, but it sound like it, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. My style it ranges, but it got that, you know, that dirty South and that funk to it too. So
Now describe your creative process.
all right, creative process. Normally, you know, I'll make a beat first. I'll go by like the sounds and everything. I won't do the drum kits or whatnot, and I don't know. It's crazy. Like I just let it flow. And I'll always have like a movie on. Like one of these days, I want to score movies. I like watching movies and making beats because basically I try to like make a beat that would match that scene or that emotion of what's going on and stuff. So you know what I mean? I'm always retracing like movies in my head and everything, and it I don't know, it inspires me to, you know what I mean, create the different type of beats that I do.
What's your favorite movie? Some of your favorite movies.
Some of my favorite movies.
What's some beats what's some movies you made your best beats to?
Spike Lee, almost any Spike Lee movie. I would have to say Mo Better Blues, Clockers is one of my favorites from him. That was him and Martin Scorsese. That shit was dope. And Malcolm X. Malcolm X was cool. But then there's this other one, man, from not from Spike Lee, but shit, what's his name? Jim Henson and Frank Oz, man, The Dark Crystal.
What's that movie about?
That movie is, man, that movie is damn near about today with, you know, what people would call a conspiracy and shit. But like, it's that movie is crazy. It's really about good and evil, and how they had the Geflings were the good people, and the Skeksis were pretty much the government that was in place. And what they ended up doing was, you know, they tricked the Geflings and thinking that they're just nothing but peasants, when in actuality, they were taking the little Geflings and taking their quote unquote essence from them. And just looking at it, it's like, damn, this is adrenochrome, right?
Familiar.
It's adrenochrome right in your face, and this shit was brought out back in 1984. It's a trippy movie, man. It's really good. This was before Jim Henson did the Muppets and Sesame Street, so it was like on some, you know, it wasn't. It was for the children, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 80s, they put that information in. So it was cool. You know, Netflix, they went ahead and did a prequel to that last song last year, and that was even good. But you know what I'm saying? I like that fantasy type shit, man.
Well, with my whole thing with the movies and stuff, like even like they say it's fantasy, to me, even when it's fantasy, it's not fantasy because it's coming from somewhere. So somebody thinking
Right.
like that, and you already know how many people think like that. And like you said, sometimes I think they just be like telling us what's going on, but they telling us in movies. And we just sitting there like,
Exactly.
oh,
Exactly. It's funny, man, because I came across this documentary on Netflix, and it was pretty much talking about the ties of the FBI, the CIA, and Hollywood.
yeah.
And they were saying, they had, Walt Disney, he was the vice president of this media control and shit, and they would actually have access to classified documents and create a script from it. So what you thinking ain't far fetched at all. Like it's there, it's right in front of you, and it's kind of like you kind of take what you take. You know what I'm saying? Well, what resonates within you, because I feel like we all know, you know what I'm saying? Everyone has intuition. You know what I mean? Like so sometimes you might feel something in your stomach, like something ain't right, or you know what I mean, they trying to tell me something right here. I don't know. But
Yeah, I saw you shit. Like you've been working, man. Tell me about these quarantine tapes.
yeah, man.
100.
What you say?
Like you on a number 100 with the quarantine tapes. What number you on?
I'm
Like,
on
goddamn,
number
you there working. You was dropping them every week or something?
I was dropping them every week, man. This was like at the beginning of the lockdown. You know what I'm saying? And because me and my partner Ambeeka, we host shows. We throw shows out of Fresno and stuff. So, you know what I mean? We had a show that was coming. We had somebody from LA that was coming, and he was crashing with us. And then they had the lockdown. So it was like fuck. So you know what I mean? With all this creativity in the room and stuff, I was just like, hey man, let's just go ahead and knock out 7 tracks a project and just put them out every week. You know what I'm saying? During this lockdown, let's see what we can do. And it was fun. It was therapeutic. It was stressful. It was all of that. Like we went through all the motions. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing it in my house, right? And we have a family of 3 beautiful kids. So like with all of that, and you know what I'm saying, we're not even living in the most comfortable and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're working with our means, but we are putting out, you know what I mean, some beautiful songs and shit. So like we just kept putting them out, man. We on tape 12 actually. We put out over, it's got to be 100 songs now. It got to be 100, and we did 2 music videos. We got a 3rd one coming out, and we're working on a 4th one. But we're gonna stop the quarantine tapes right now, but we're still gonna put out more projects. I'm gonna put out an instrumental project. Beeka got a solo project that I'm producing, and I'm putting out one as well. So we still gonna be working that quarantine stuff. I don't know. I just feel like it was just a warm up. It was a warm up. So now we're gonna put more intent and thought into the music. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we was doing all those in real time, just every day. You know what I mean? 7 days.
Okay,
So
what you said you was doing in the house, so what's your setup? What was you recording with?
okay, so I set up. I got a Mac. I would record on Pro Tools. I made the beats in Fruity Loops. Um, sure, and I got a warm audio mic. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. We was recording, I was mixing it, I was mastering it, and just putting it out there every Friday.
I was gonna say too, then. So when people say they mix and master, what are they actually doing?
Oh shit. Man, mixing is you EQing the vocals, compressing them if needed, like putting de-essers on shit, you side chaining the beats. It's you really just, when mixing is you know what I learned that like it's really, you know, there's no right answer to it per se, because it's all about your ears or whatnot. So you just got to train your ears for it to sound the best that it could. So with the mixing and whatnot, like, you know, just hoping nothing be peaking, especially in recording and stuff. And you have all these different.
You mean like their voice?
Yeah, like when I say peaking, like when it gets like abruptly loud or some shit, and everything, like everything just got to be level and stuff. So you know what I mean? It's really you just trusting your ears, and then you listen to reference tracks. Like you can listen to Dr. Dre or whoever. You don't have to have $1 million studio to have $1 million sound and shit. So those were my references. I'll go ahead and listen to that and listen to this. So you know, the mixing, that's a lot more important than the mastering. The mastering is all it's doing is just pumping it up to, you know what I mean, CD mastering quality, like to the public, where, you know what I mean, really pretty much how it sounds like, you know, with the heavyweights and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if your mixing ain't shit, your mastering ain't gonna do much either.
But is it like certain programs you gotta get to mix it and master it, or?
I use Pro Tools. Yeah, I use Pro Tools to mix and Pro Tools masters as well. There's also different sites right now where you can go ahead and just upload your joint that you mix, and they master it for you. But you got these, you know what I mean? They'll have these different little options of how you would like it to be mastered. You know what I'm saying? So like, for instance, that's one that's Lander. I think it's one that's called like Syria. And with Syria, I haven't even tried yet, but they was saying like, you know, while it's mastering, like you actually see, you know, a visual of these robot hands just like mixing your shit in real time, like, you know what I'm saying, or just mastering the different parts, because you got the lows, the mids, the highs. So I don't know, man. It's so many ways.
That's like they do that in everything though, not just music, right? Don't they do that for like TV shows or like podcasts?
Right. Exactly. I heard that there's a lot of like Hollywood films they're running through there. They're running through Lander. Yeah, it can be used for anything with audio.
So it's basically just making the sound quality sound better.
Right.
Yeah, I be listening to a lot of music. Sometimes, man, it's like you can like it might sound tight, but that shit just mixing sounds so goddamn horrible. I just cut the shit off. Like that's the number one thing with me. Like I don't give a fuck how tight it is. If that shit don't sound good, I ain't fucking with it. Like it gotta sound good.
Period,
that's the minimum. Like it can be whack, but if it sound the quality good, then okay. But if it's whack and it ain't mixed and mastered, that shit sound
right.
Like,
and I felt like every tape, the mixing and the quality was just getting better and better and better and everything. Like you know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
Yeah, then you got some people like you know we got technology, so they trying to use it, but you got some people that'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna do it from my phone, but then they don't mix it or nothing. They just upload it.
Right.
Get the beat, record like that, then they just upload it. They think we supposed to like that shit. Like, come on, man.
It's levels to it, man. It's levels to it. I remember I was doing that, but I was doing that back in high school. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know no better. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that was all I had. You know what I'm saying? Like at that time, it was a hobby. But when you start, you know what I mean? When this is all you got, and you don't have no 9 to 5 and all this stuff, like you gotta level up if you want other people to level with you. So, I mean, I had to invest in myself, man, and get that shit.
Yeah, I'll say I think like one part of the story that you was talking about, I like. So what made you like? Because a lot of people, how you saying you was working with the Indian dude, and you said he started like he wasn't really rapping about what he was living. What made you leave? Because a lot of people would have been like, well, shit, they ain't got nothing to do with me. And they would just kept getting their money.
Hey, well, I think it was also like a living situation, man. It was a little bit of everything. Like I started just realize like this dude had already like tried to put me in a box. It was certain little situations where, you know what I mean, Yeah, like I'm a nigga I'm from another state, right? We already know that California is a melting pot. So while I already agreed to, produce this project and everything, and he agreed that I can crash at a house, um what I didn't know when I got there that, you know, it wasn't necessarily his house, like it was a house full of family and, and his little brothers and sisters and shit. And then like, you know what I'm saying? He'll he won't tell me, what's on the schedule of the day or whatnot. Like he'll just wake me up like 5 in the morning, like, hey, we finna fuck type shit and everything. And it's like, bro, I think you already knew that. So I just like he was just trying to see, how like trying to test me. He was trying to test me and whatnot to see if I had what it takes to even be here type shit. And then when he would have his recording sessions and stuff, I would go with him, and then the producer and the engineer would ask, well, who's this guy? And so at that time, I had a music video called Moesha, and Snoop Dogg had an underground countdown show, and I was in the top 3 for that. So like all of that was going on, and engineers, I'm making connections, I'm getting their contacts and everything. They wanted to work and all this stuff, so it was just interesting, man, because like I end up just like looking at classifieds and all that stuff, trying to book in for shows and everything because he didn't want to give me that information. He was just kind of like, nah, you my producer, that's it type shit. And it was like, I ain't come to California to just, you know what I mean, just be in somebody else's bubble like that. Like I'm here to work, like with everyone and everything. So when I felt like it was just on some selfish type of act, I was like, yo, this don't resonate with my spirit. I got to get out of here.
Then give us an interesting life story, something in your life that happened.
God damn. So many, man. Man, I'll say this. Um, when I came out to Hanford, I came to visit Ambeeka and stuff, and we was vibing. None of us had a car or nothing, so we was on, on foot, and we was walking in this neighborhood, and it was this pit that just kept barking at us, kept barking, and we saw it was on a leash and everything, but he kept like running and kept getting yanked, and he kept running and kept getting yanked, and then you ran one more time, and the the chain broke loose. The chain broke loose. He wasn't in no gate or nothing, and he was running straight towards me, right? Beeka, she done jumped on the fence. Her cousin jumped on some car, and I'm right here in the middle of the road, and he running full fledged, right? And so what I did was like I squat down, I just put my hands out like this, and I kid you not, like he running full throttle, and then like at least 3 inches from me, it was like there was like uh, a invisible wall that he just ran smacked into, and then he walked away. And niggas just walked away. Beeka and her cousin just looking like what just happened. I'm still trying to figure it out myself, but I don't know. I just never forget that because like when I saw him charging coming toward me, like I just remember how I was feeling. Like it wasn't much of a fear. It wasn't much of a fear, but it was more of me, man. I'm about to stare into this motherfucker eyes and just like I don't know. It was like something. If you believe, you know what I mean. Whatever. And I don't know, man. That was on some real supernatural type shit.
And what was it then? What you think it was?
I don't know. I think we all got you know what I mean, certain type of abilities that you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know what it is. I'm an Aquarius, so it's just uh I just got a little different perspective, like outlook on life and shit. As far as like I haven't just been in like the hood. I've been a little bit of everywhere type shit or whatnot. So I can't really be so judgmental of people or whatnot, because everyone is a product of their own environment. So I don't know, man. I really just believe in like intuition and manifesting, and just shit. Like I, I don't know, man. Like it ain't the first time like some shit like that happened or whatnot. It's been a lot of little just different interesting things, but I just feel like I'm just being guided by my ancestors for the most part.
What? Tell me about your wrist in the ring.
Oh, so I just got this. Actually, it's this crew out of Sacramento. One dude like self-made. Other one is King and Pure Frequency, and like they some vegan spiritual rappers. Like they shit hard. It remind me of like Goody Mob, but they take they eat shrooms, and they just always like on a cloud 10 and things or whatnot. So it's just cool vibing with them. But one of them create like copper jewelry and stuff, and he was just saying all the like interesting facts about copper, and you know um things about like how it protects you on some spiritual shit and mental things, and it heals stuff in the body or whatnot. Like if you use a copper straw or whatnot, and you drink some dirty water going through it, the copper will filter out all the dirty shit, and you're drinking pure water. So just interesting things like that. So I just got this. I haven't been on a jury game in years and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But this whole lockdown and COVID made niggas really just sit down and think and really just analyze things, and you start understanding and realizing what's really more important in life. You know what I mean? So
You got email. I want to get. You notice the difference or no? Since you been working.
like I literally got this like 3 days ago.
Like,
So
it day, huh?
yeah. I don't know, man. I feel cool or whatnot. Like it just it feel like a certain type of armor in a way. You know what I'm saying? And just a different style than a norm and whatnot. Like, I don't know. Feels good.
I want to check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And it's
I'll say, so what are you
it's not
what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't on some like expensive type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just cool,
Yeah, I want to give me some. That shit look cool. I like it. So what are your
Appreciate
goals? What's your goals with your career? I don't know if I asked you that already.
Man, my goal really is I just want to keep leveling up and elevating it, and really just have my family all the way straight. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a house with 7 or 8 rooms, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I just really want us to be comfortable. You know what I mean? With everything, it's a lot of shit going on. As far as with the music and everything, man, I want to score movies. I want to, become as big as Dr. Dre once was, or shit once was, still is. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, right? You would be saying once was because that prenup, that divorce coming up. That's probably why you was.
Yeah, man. I don't know how that's gonna play out. That's crazy, man. But I look up to Dr. Dre and Diddy. I love Diddy's album directions and stuff. It always sound like a soundtrack for me. So yeah, man. That's my goals right now, man. Just hoping everybody's straight and financial freedom.
And what advice would you give to new artists?
Say it again.
What advice would you give to new artists?
For new artists, go big, man. Just go big and really be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, you know, only you can be your worst critic and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just like um some people just know that they can just be better. You know what I'm saying? And if you're honest with yourself and you know, put in the extra amount of work, you know what I'm saying? Just don't half step it at all, man. If this is what you want to do, just do it. No questions asked and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first moved to California, it was just I went off with one paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have no plan at all. I had no plan, and logically, that shit probably wouldn't even make no sense going in there. And you know what I'm saying? It definitely, I had to live with my consequences. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there was times where, you know, I was walking all day and going from, you know, bus to bus and all this stuff. But at the same time, that's how I saw people. You know what I mean? That's how I realized, you know, this is how this is. And I started realizing the cause and effect of things. So it gives me a perspective to talk about it through my lyrics and use it as whatever, like from present tense to folklore and all this shit. It's just, you start understanding like these are histories of things that's been like repeated and repeated itself just now in a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, for new artists, man, just y'all gotta push harder and have a broader perspective of things, and I think you'll go a long way.
Mm. What would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all to death. Y'all been fucking with me for a minute. Y'all done seen the evolution. Y'all seen the growth. Um, man, I like I said, I, I appreciate y'all because sometimes it's not easy. Where it's just, you know, myself or me and Ambeeka just going off of, you know, uh our own creativity or whatnot. You know, sometimes we may feel like it's on deaf ears, you know what I mean? But um all they'll take is like, you know what I'm saying, the fans or whatnot, and then just reaching out to us. And I appreciate the emails. I got one from a dude from Germany that hit me up out of nowhere, loving the quarantine tape. So I appreciate y'all, man, because at the end of the day, that's all we want to do. We want to connect.
What's up? Well, appreciate you, man. How you shit, I'm crawling my goddamn face. Anyway. I would say and anybody just not hearing about you through this interview, why should they go check you out and follow you?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should go ahead and check me out and follow me, man. Just you'll hear it. You know what I'm saying? Not everything is for everybody or whatnot, but I feel like, you know, it's for you. So please just take some minutes out of your time and check out any of the quarantine tapes. I got a single out called Ha Ha. That's dope. It's featuring Beat. I made the beat and it's a music video for it too. I've been getting a lot of love about that. So you know what I'm saying, for all the new people that's just hearing about me again, my name's Sir 7000 from Palm Beach, Florida, and I'm up in California. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all fuck with me.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Thank you, man. This is a dope platform, man. Please keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm getting tired, man. I've been doing shit for 12 years. Shit.
Man.
Some bread or something. Shit, this shit get old. Shit, I'm trying to get some money. Shit. I hear you. Appreciate that. I would say,
yes,
what's your social media again?
Social media, Instagram, I am Sir 7000. So that's pretty much the only thing I stay active on. So